So, DJ Reader opened up on Kay Adams' show about why the whole situation happened where he didn't resign with the Cincinnati Bengals. And listen, I'm not over the fact that we lost him. I'm just more understanding of the fact that we lost him. Now, I have to go ahead and put this up for copyright purposes, but let's go ahead and just listen up to what DJ Reader had to say.
You would have liked to stay in Cincinnati at some point, right? Why did the talks fall apart?
I think things just take time, and I felt like I was there doing rehab, doing my thing, and the talks just never happened, and then they didn't happen until free agency happened, and by that time, I'm like,
I'm going to stop it right there because this is exactly what we're hearing with T. Higgins. Like, this is almost to a point where it's like a scripted thing. T, according to sources, Adam Schefter, that the Bengals have not tried to work out a contract with him since last March. There's been no talks at all, and he requested a trade because of it. And now we're hearing DJ Reader saying pretty much the same concept here. Hey, listen, rehabbing myself, making myself better, and Cincinnati wasn't trying to talk to me. And they weren't trying to talk to me until free agency happened, and they couldn't obviously get a better option. And by that time, as he says, I was kind of moving on, thinking about other options. So this is like now what we call a returning pattern, not returning, a happening when something's happening again and again and again, pattern, repeating pattern now with two separate players. And we do know how Cincinnati works, right? As fans, we know how they work in the past, and it's that they don't like paying players that much. They really don't. And, you can always move on and get somebody else, and it is what it is. I say that, but then we also did pay Geno Atkins $80 million for 4 years when he hit 30 years old. And we also paid Joe, but you got to pay your quarterbacks, obviously. But some other positions we have been very cheap on over the years, and it looks like this is kind of same cycle continuing.
I should probably go see like what else there's to offer, since it didn't seem like during that time that it was a focus of me being there. So, but that might not have been the case. Might have some other things to figure out, but that's just how I felt, and so just kind of how I took it. So I just really wanted to make sure I weighed all my options in.
And I respect that. Again, like I said, listen, when a player leaves us, especially like when it comes to Tyler Boyd or it comes to DJ Reader or it comes to Cheeto, where we're just showing them no interest, we're not in any way seeming like we want to keep them, I don't blame the player for leaving, right? Samaje Perine, I understand his situation. He wanted to be closer to his family, so he accepted a contract with the Broncos over us. Very similar, almost the same exact contract that he wanted to be with his family. And also, Sean Payton promised that they would use a two-back system and he would get more playtime. I understand that, right? There are different players throughout history who have kind of chose the money over choosing us. And one of those players is Von Bell. He left us when we gave him a pretty good offer and we really thought we were going to keep him, but he left us and went to Carolina. Well, he's back now, so Von, let's not make that mistake again, my guy, good sir. Hayden Hurst, though, is another guy who left us to Carolina to get paid the bag. And he ended up, obviously, now he's with the Chargers, got cut after 1 year. And again, like I said, I'm not sitting here saying I'm like, upset with those players for that. Because obviously, listen, careers are only so long in the NFL, right? At the end of the day, you might only last 2, 3, 4 seasons, right? And if that's the case, then go make your money, right? And if our team sadly doesn't want to pay you the money that you deserve, go get your bag somewhere else. As long as it's not with the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Brownies, or the 49ers, I'm okay with it. Go get your bag somewhere else. So again, like I said, listen, at the end of the day, I do have a lot of trust in Duke Tobin, Katie Blackburn, and Zach Taylor. And they're not going to do things, maybe the older Bengals coaching staff and stuff, I didn't trust as much. I have a lot of faith in our crew now. that if they're not going to sign DJ Reader, there's a reason why they didn't sign him. Okay? And that's kind of how I look at things. And I know at the end of the day, it sucks. It really does, because now we don't have a 3-technique defensive tackle. We sucked against the run last year, and we're not going to get better this year based on the unit we have right now. We're going to have to draft somebody. But at this moment in time, if they believe that DJ Reader, coming off of an injury, second quad tear, 30 years old, is not worth the money or not worth it to keep him, then it is what it is, you know? At the end of the day, based on what I understand, we did offer him a contract. As he said, it was later in the process, and we probably lowballed it. And when you lowball someone and he has other offers that are more money, he's going to take what's best for him and his family. And I respect that, and I wish him the best of luck. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you at the next one.